So here in this tutorial, I'm gonna break down the melody, I'm gonna break down the drums, and I'm gonna break down how you guys can like kind of just put it together and what makes these beats just flow together. Alright, so let's get into it. Right? Definitely some vibes, okay? So what I did for this one was I put a little effects on it. Cut out a lot of the low end, and I put some gross beat on there to get that nice choppy sound. So sounds like that's an ARP, right? And with this ARP, I just played it in the key of the beat. So that's just this ARP going on right here. Just some background effects. It kind of keeps that futuristic vibe, right? Next, I want to talk about this. Another Electra X thing. Pretty sure this is just like a pad or something. Yeah, so like a little pad. So here's how all those sounds sound together, so you guys can actually hear how the beat is getting built. So yeah, definitely some futuristic vibes, you feel me? Like it's really got that futuristic sound. You don't need a bell, but a bell sounds very nice in a Futuristic Glo type beat. It really just brings out that extra sound. Alright guys, so here's the drums. Alright, so with these drums, I do a lot of extra stuff. By a lot of extra stuff is I got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1 clap and 3 snares, right? And there's delay on some of them, so you just hear a bunch of sounds. They're bouncing off of each other, and that's just really helping the beat move. So for example, if I were to mute all the snares and just keep the clap, this is what it'd sound like. Still hard, right? But adding them extra snares fills in the beat, gives it that extra glow type sound, and really just helps the beat move, you know? So it keeps that bounce as well. So, you know, you just gotta kind of experiment, click around, mess around with the beat, and you'll make something cool, make something unique. I remember when I first started, I used to just come in here and just click a bunch of notes, or I'll just right click and put fill in each 2 steps, and that was it. It was just your basic, you know, hi-hat instead of having something unique. And as I matured and grew in my producing, I started to get more involved with the hi-hat rolls, the snare rolls, and doing a lot of extra stuff. So it takes time. Just trust the process and keep moving forward. That's all you can really do. Alright guys, so for Futuristic Glo, I use a specific drum kit that I absolutely love. I don't even know how I got this. I don't know who sent this to me. I don't know where I found it. It just graced its way onto my computer, right? So this sound is needed. It's your hits, right? You need hits. And if you see that, it says use this no matter what. Like seriously, use this no matter what. You cannot make a Glo type beat, Futuristic Glo type beat, with no hit in it. It has to have the hit. Without the hit, you might as well just call it a Glo type beat. the hit, it's going right in accordance with the 808. That way, they're just kind of bouncing off each other and helping each other out. But so you don't screw up and make it sound muddy or make it sound just absolutely sick, you have to whoa. Yeah, you have to cut some of that low end out. If you cut that low end out, it won't clash with the 808. That's why you kind of get that sound. So as you see, that's kind of where it's going. And with the 808, it would clash, it would sound really muddy, and you don't want that. So that's really why I put that in there like that. All right, guys. So we discussed the drums, we discussed the melody, and we kind of just, we really did what we had to do. So let me do a quick breakdown on what you should really add in your Futuristic Glo type beats. You want to have some sort of string, pad, trumpet, brass kind of sound. That will basically be your bass for the Futuristic Glo. You could also use a pluck, but that's going to be primarily your starting point for, or your bass for your Futuristic Glo. Next, you can kind of throw in some pads, maybe a lead, throw in an ARP, and that'll kind of help get that more of that futuristic sound. Next, I suggest going into your drums, or maybe if you want, I like to just throw in the hits too. That way I can really feel that vibe and know where to throw in my kicks, my snares, my claps, my hats, everything. You can throw in your bells as well. So then you can kind of knock out your drums, and that will, in my opinion, that kind of helps for a faster state of flow with Futuristic Glo. So next, I'm going to kind of talk about the breakdown for your song structure with Futuristic Glo. Futuristic Glo tends to have like really big build-ups. So like they kind of start really quiet, and then they bring in the drums without the 808, and then they drop it with the 808, and they might add a few extra sounds. So that's kind of what I did here. All you have is a build the melody with the hit, the producer tag, and the first 8 bars. Then you have an 8 bar with the hats, the drums, the snares, blah blah blah, whatever, everything without the 808. Then you bring in the 808 and you throw in a few of the extra sounds, right, to kind of bring the beat in. That next section, I added the bell, and I also added a few extra sounds to, really move the beat. Then you get to the verse. It tends to get a little bit more quiet for the verse to leave room for the artist to really say what they want to say. So that first section, the first 8 bars are a little bit more quiet. Then there's a little bit more building up. And then the very next section, I think this next section can be used to rap. It can also be used for some sort of like almost outro. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll end up cutting it like this. So I'll hit there, and the artist can just say, whatever, and lead into the hook. Or I might stop it here. They can say something. I might cut a few of these out. Then they can lead into the hook again. So you got the hook here. They might do another version of the hook right here, and then they might do an outro, or they might just, keep rapping with the verse, then do the hook here. So essentially, someone could even rap on this beat. You got your intro, they start rapping a verse, a 16 bar here, boom, they drop the hook. Then they do a 16, they have another homie hop on with a 16, and then they do the hook. So it really just depends. Like, everybody's going to be different with how they record, how they rap, how they structure their songs. There's so many different ways to do it. There's not one way that's the right way. That's what's so cool about music. There really is not a right way to do it. Like, I've seen some beats that were structured like crazy, and I wouldn't even realize they're structured like that because of what the artist ended up doing on the beat. Or, I've produced beats where it'd be like, hey, this is the hook, this is the verse, and they flip it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you never know what someone's gonna do. You never know what you're gonna do at the end of the day. So y'all just really gotta tap in and do your own thing, man. I hope you enjoy the video. Give a like, give a comment, give a subscribe. I'm gonna definitely come back with some more. and I'm gonna really be more active with the tutorials, cause yeah, I need to. All right, peace out, y'all.